All right, this is going to be an extension of the factoring trinomials with a coefficient of 1. It's part 2. Stupid camera won't stop shaking. Sorry, guys. All right, so let's look at something. What if I give you a problem, a trinomial that looks like that? Now, what we have to get into the mindset of is you always need to look at everything that's given to you trinomial-wise and see if you could possibly factor out a GCF first. Because if you can, 9 times out of 10, it's going to turn it into one of the easy trinomial factors that has a coefficient of 1, and then you can do it with the shortcut method. So let's look at this first one. So we have 3x squared minus 33x plus 90. Do you notice anything about 3, 33, and 90? Do they have a common factor? Yeah, they do. What is it? Good, 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the factoring the GCF method. So we're going to put the 3, and we're going to do that backwards distributive property. We're going to put the minus there and the plus there, and we're going to pull out a 3. So 3 times what is 3x squared? Well, that's going to be x squared. 3 times what is going to give me that negative 33x? That's going to be a negative 11x. And then 3 times what is going to be 90? And that's going to be 30. And then voila, look at there. Can we do a shortcut on that one? Absolutely, Miss Evans, we can do a shortcut on that one because look, if we bring this down, x squared minus 11x plus 30, we have that magic middle number of negative 11, and we have that back number of 30. So let's come over here. I need to find factors of 30 that add up to equal negative 11. And again, the more you do these, the easier it's going to get because you're going to know, well, 6 and 5 is going to give me 30, and it'll give me 11, but I need negative 11, and I need positive 30. So if I make these both negative, then I get that negative 11 and positive 30. So then these are the two factors I'm going to use. So I can do the shortcut here, divide up the x's, put my negative 6 and my, put my negative 5. And then what do you think you do with this guy? Yeah, bring him down and put him out front. So that's my answer. 3 times x minus 6 and x minus 5. Okay? All right, let's look at another one. Do you notice if there's a common factor of this one for all 3? 2, negative 30, and 100. Yes, what is it? Good, 2. So I'm going to pull the 2 out. I'm going to do the backwards distributive property. And then 2 times what is 2x squared? X squared. 2 times what's going to be that negative 30x? That's going to be a negative 15x. And then 2 times what is 100? Well, that's going to be 50. Ding, 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 ding. Look. Can we do the shortcut? Can you think of 2 factors of 50 that are going to add up to equal negative 15? I can. What about negative 10 and negative 5? Negative 10 times negative 5 is positive 50, but when you add them together, it equals negative 15, and that's my magic middle number. So I'm going to break this down to my 2 parentheses, divide up my x's, bring the negative 10, bring the negative 5, and again, what do you do with this guy that you pulled out? You bring them and put them in front of your answer, and you're done. So you have 2 times x minus 10 times x minus 5. All right, let's look at another one. All right, 6, 42, and 72. Can you think of a common factor? 6, 42, or 72? 6. Good. So pull out a 6, and I'm going to have x squared plus 7x plus 12. All right, ding, 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 ding. Easy, easy peasy. So what are 2 factors of 12 that add up to equal 7? That's 4 and 3. So I'm going to replace that long one, divide up my x's, put a 4, put a 3, and then what do you do to the 6? You bring it down. So you get negative 6 times the x plus 4 times x plus 3. All right, let's just look at one last one. All right, do you see a GCF of 4, 28, and 48? Yep, 4. So I'm going to pull out a 4. I'm going to have x squared minus 7x plus 12. All right, ding, ding, ding again. So what are 2 factors of 12 that are going to equal negative 7? Oh, we already did that up there. So but this time it's going to be 2 negatives. So we divide that up. We have x minus 4, x minus 3, and you bring the 4 down and you're done. Okay? So the assignment that you have today has a few of these, but again, it's easy if you pull the GCF out first.